right, shalom to the hopeful elect. First of all, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation, and blessing unto the hopeful elect. Those who are waking up to this truth, sincerely hastening the day that the Heavenly Father Yahweh is going to send his son Yahweh Shai to deliver the elect of Israel while destroying our enemies, setting up the kingdom, which the hopeful elect so long for, our people getting saved from captivity, from oppression, and actually ruling the planet Earth, the Israelites on top. The Israelite man going from the bottom to the top, being joint heir with Yahweh Shai. Israelite men, women, and children, we on top of these nations. And it's a beautiful thing to be in this truth. It's a beautiful thing to have this spirit. It's a beautiful thing to be in the spirit of prophecy, to see the things that's coming to pass, the salvation that's coming for our people. And it brings me to the topic of this lesson that a lot of sisters, or so-called sisters, a lot of sisters or so-called sisters are not kingdom-minded, are not in the spirit of the kingdom, but even have still that demon of the American dream on them. And if you look at my page, I don't do a lot of lessons by far. I don't do a lot of lessons going into women and going into sisters. Yeah, the Lord put the spirit upon me to do this one. To press record, because a lot of women who wrap their hair know they're Israelites. Some even got Israelite or Hebrew names. Still haven't gotten over themselves, and still have problems or issues with the Lord's plan and with the Lord's statutes, with our culture as Israelites, our heritage. Still haven't gotten over themselves, still haven't gotten over this Western way of thinking. And, the Lord is about to judge this planet Earth. He's about to judge even 2/3 of our people. And at some point, you got to have the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because you don't want to be an enemy or at enmity with what the Lord got going on. A lot of sisters wrapping their hair. They want that American dream really deep down. They want it to just be done. And they husband, who was a prophet, who served the Lord, but you want it to be just you and them, and just, a little house, and, paying bills, and, but don't want to really take in the different aspects of this truth, as far as sacrifice, as far as the Lord is about to open up with giving his men women. That's a big prophecy concerning our nation, concerning the kingdom, concerning salvation and deliverance, concerning these times that we are in. That is a huge major prophecy, a big thing that's part of the Lord's plan. And just how we say, and we've been saying, Jacob's trouble has already begun. It's just going to get hotter. We already seeing Jacob's trouble begin. World War III has already begun. We just going to see it get hotter. The triggers of World War III have already begun. It's just going to get hotter and hotter. Same thing with Isaiah 4:1. You're going to see the Lord start opening up on that particular prophecy. You don't have to be just one day, some months from now, you just open the door and there's 50 women outside. No, the Lord can have it trinkle. For these men that have been serving them and handling their responsibility and duty and moving with integrity, who fear him, who don't want to do nothing that's outside of the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because whatever brothers, men of the Lord, the way brothers and men of the Lord move in this world, bro, brothers fear the Lord. And if the Lord is against it, brothers ain't trying to do it. You know? So when the Lord increase a brother or give something to a brother, that is of the Lord. That is of his plan. And a lot of sisters who wrap their hair, who've been around long enough, you've been around long enough to know what the Lord's plan is concerning this. But you still want that American dream. And whether it be that, you know, that particular aspect of this truth, or just having a sacrifice of suffering, you know, a lot of females, you know, really just stuck on that American dream in the comforts of this place. Now you have to be weary of that now, because the Lord is gonna show mercy, and the woman is just, you know, a brother could say a woman is just a woman, you know, and shit hit the fan, yeah, a woman gonna fall in order, and that is true. It's truth to that. The balance of that is, remember Lot's wife. The balance of that is, the Lord is about to judge, beginning with the house of the Most High. You know, because yeah, remember Lot's wife. Look, in a time in which the Lord was about to destroy those wicked people, he is about to rain down fire upon them, and the Lord was going to save that righteous Lot, just Lot, who was vexed with the filthy conversation. The Lord still destroyed Lot's wife. Now I speak as a man, but you know the Lord is a righteous judge. If Lot's wife was vexed with the filthy conversation, if Lot's wife was completely supporting him the whole time in spirit and honoring him and showing, you know, treating him in a dignified way and not causing him hell all the time, I don't believe the Lord will have let her look back. Because the Lord is a righteous judge. Just like the Lord saved Lot, the Lord didn't let Lot look back. You know? Lot was ready to, he'd been ready to get up out of there. You know? Lot was a righteous man. Lot was just, he was vexed with that shit. So the Lord didn't let him look back. See, a lot of women, and I've seen it with women who've called themselves sisters and this is that, even had Hebrew names and knew they were Israelites, knew the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, you playing around with Satan. You can't play around with Satan. Just because you're a woman, you're a weaker vessel, that don't mean you can just play around with Satan voluntarily and just just resort to the satanic thoughts when you want to. You know, you over there sitting on Satan's lap. You want Satan to comfort you, rather than thinking of the Lord's plan and thinking what the Lord, things that you know, scriptures that you've heard, all these videos that you done heard of, or your man or done spoke to you in the spirit, but yet you want Satan to pat you on the head. Better get over that shit. You know, why not be, and why not pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Because brothers are doing it. Brothers are praying to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Lord, let me be with your plan. Lord, don't let me be rebellious towards you. Lord, let me be in your spirit. Let me be in order. Let me be down with whatever you got, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because we trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, if it was up to a lot of freaking so-called sisters, we wouldn't grow. We would never get up out of here. That's why the Lord do be getting some freaking women from around here. You know, I want to get this precept real quick. Here's Galatians chapter 3, verse 28. It says, there is neither Jew nor Greek. There is neither bond nor free. There is neither male nor female. For you are all one in Hamashiach Yahushai. So, Jew nor Greek, meaning you had those who knew that they were Jews. You had those who were amongst the Greeks who spoke the Greek languages. They was among those nations, but they still were Israelites, Israelite foreigners. There's neither bond nor free. There's not a male or female in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Meaning, if you calling on his name and you say that you believe, yeah, you're a weaker vessel, but you still got to be held to a standard of belief and faith. At some point, the Lord's going to try you and see if you really down for this. You know, you really down for this truth. You really down for your husband, for your prophet. That the Lord make you see this man studying and sacrificing and going out giving his body up as a living sacrifice. Are you down for the kingdom minded? Do you know? Because Satan be on a lot of females and thinking they got all the reason in the world. All right, since you got so much understanding, do you understand that the Lord is, going to give his men multiple women? Do you understand that there's more women than males anyways? Do you understand that that is a way of living that this westernized evil demonic world, which is not for life, this westernized world has poisoned your mind and getting away from the Lord's statutes, his laws, his way of living. It's just something to meditate about, and I'm just putting this lesson out there in the spirit, because a lot of women who wrap their hair, boy, gonna get judged. I'll say that. Now, you get judged mercifully. You can get judged, and the Lord could destroy you. You got to fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. There's neither male or female in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, right? So brothers be fearing Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Some sisters walk around like they just invincible, untouchable, and they could just be pissy all they fucking want and just play with Satan. Don't cause a brother hell, because I repeat, I believe that Lot's wife, who the Lord turned into a pillar of salt, she looked back at a place that the Lord's about to destroy, because she was looking at that world, and it was something that she was missing, or something that she ain't let go. She ain't let go to thinking of Sodom. This wicked ass, nasty, disgusting place she looking back at. But I believe through the spirit that she probably was giving Lot hell. Probably had some good days, of course, sprinkled in. He loved, a man loved his wife. But she probably was giving him hell. She probably wasn't all the way down, and the Lord, like, you should know better. You act like you this and that. You wrap your hair and shit. Shalom. All right, what you looking back at this place for? When I told you not to, it's time to go now. It's time to be a believer. Lot's daughters didn't even look back, because if they did, what would have happened to them? They would have got destroyed, right? They would have got turned into a pillar of salt. Lot didn't look back. I believe that Lot's wife was probably giving him hell. So you don't want that. You don't want that, man. I'm just pushing this out through the spirit. Let go of this shit. This ain't it. This is not conducive to life, this westernized way of living, of thinking, and the Lord is showing that, and it's time to move on. It's time to grow. Everybody got to grow. If you're gonna get on that chariot, if you're gonna be on the chariot, you're gonna be calling upon the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for one, and you will have been growing. You will have been becoming a new creature, male or female, as it says in Galatians, is male or female, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So yeah, man, I just Lord willing, this is edifying. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Kwame Yasharala. Shalom.